grandol. Y por parte de mi hermano me llevó a Newell.
¿Cuál es tu sueño?
Jugar en la selección argentina.
He was told he was too small to ever make it.
Messi se vaya de la selección y armemos una selección mucho menos marketinera, si se quiere.
A kid from Rosario, Argentina, who needed injections in his legs just to grow. Today, he's worth over $1 billion. But here's what almost nobody is talking about right now. This World Cup, the one happening right now in 2026, could be the last time in his entire life the world watches Lionel Messi wear the Argentina jersey on football's biggest stage. No more chances. No more redemption arcs. This is it. So before he walks away from the game that made him a legend, I want to show you something most fans have never seen. Not just his goals, not just his trophies, his mansions, his private jets, his yachts, a watch collection worth more than most people's houses, the businesses quietly making him richer than his playing contract ever could, and the parts of his journey, the heartbreak, the rejection, the tears that built the empire you're about to see. Stay till the end, because the final chapter of this video is something even die-hard Messi fans don't know. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. The boy who wasn't supposed to make it, Rosario, Argentina. This is where Lionel Andres Messi was born on the 24th of June, 1987. From the moment he could walk, he had a ball at his feet. But at age 11, doctors delivered news that could have ended everything before it started. Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. His family couldn't afford the treatment. It cost $900 a month, an impossible number for them at the time. River Plate, one of Argentina's biggest clubs, wanted him, but wouldn't pay for his medical treatment. So his family did something that changed football history forever. They packed up their entire lives and moved across the ocean to Spain, gambling everything on a 13-year-old boy and a trial at FC Barcelona. Barcelona's youth coaches were stunned. They didn't have a contract ready. So legend has it, they wrote the offer on a napkin, right there, on the spot, because they were terrified he'd walk away. That napkin is now one of the most famous documents in sports history. From growth hormone injections to global superstardom, this is where the billion-dollar story begins. Chapter 2. By 17, Messi was playing for Barcelona's first team. By 22, he had his first Ballon d'Or. What followed was over a decade of records that may never be broken. 4 Champions League titles, 10 La Liga titles, and goal-scoring numbers that made him arguably the greatest player to ever touch a football. But money and glory don't erase pain. For years, Messi carried the weight of a nation on his back and came up short. Copa America, final losses. A World Cup final defeat that broke him publicly. After Argentina lost the 2016 Copa America final, Messi actually announced his retirement from the national team, saying he was done. Fans were devastated. It looked like the story might end without the one trophy that mattered most. But less than 2 months later, he came back. And that decision to return set up one of the greatest redemption arcs in sports history, because 6 years later, in Qatar, at 35 years old, Lionel Messi finally lifted the World Cup. Chapter 3. The Money Machine. How Messi actually makes his billions. Here's where it gets interesting, because most fans think Messi's wealth comes from his salary. It doesn't. Not even close. In 2026, Forbes estimates Messi earned around $140 million in a single year, split almost equally between what he earns on the pitch and what he earns off it. His current deal with Inter Miami pays him a base salary of $25 million a year. But the real genius move was the contract structure Messi and his team negotiated when he joined MLS in 2023. He took a personal cut of Apple's $250 million a year broadcasting deal with the league. That single arrangement alone reportedly earns him around $50 million a year. Then there's Adidas, a brand relationship going back to 2006. In 2017, Messi signed a lifetime deal with them. One insider's estimate could be worth over $1 billion across his lifetime, including royalties on Messi-branded merchandise that will keep paying him long after he retires. Add in Pepsi, MasterCard, and you start to understand how a footballer becomes a billionaire. And speaking of billionaire, that's the real debate right now. Some outlets estimate his net worth at $850 million. Others, factoring in his private business holdings and a reported option to take equity ownership in Inter Miami after he retires, put him above $1.1 billion. Either number makes him one of the richest athletes alive. Chapter 4. Mansions. Let's talk about where Messi actually lives, because this man doesn't have one house. He has an empire of them, spread across the globe. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, his primary residence today, purchased for around $10 million, over 10,000 square feet, 10 bedrooms, spa and sweeping waterfront views, minutes from Inter Miami's training facility. Castelldefels, Spain, his home for over a decade during his Barcelona years. Originally bought for $2 million, Messi kept expanding it, reportedly even buying the house next door because the neighbors were too loud. Today, it's estimated to be worth around $7 million, and that's before you count his luxury condos in Miami's Porsche Design Tower, units in the Trump Royale and Sunny Isles, and property investments in Ibiza, his favorite vacation escape. Total estimated value of his real estate portfolio? Upwards of $300 million. Chapter 5. Cars, jets, yachts, and watches. Now let's get into the toys. Messi's private jet is a 2004 Gulfstream V, reportedly worth around $15 million. His primary mode of transport between Miami, Barcelona, and Argentina. His car collection is smaller than you'd expect for a billionaire, but every piece is a statement. A $2 million Pagani Zonda Tricolor, one of the rarest hypercars ever made. A Ferrari F430 Spider, a Maserati Gran Turismo. There have even been rumors, never fully confirmed, that Messi once purchased a vintage 1957 Ferrari 335 Sport Spider Scaglietti for a staggering $36 million. Though Messi himself appeared to jokingly deny it in a since-viral Instagram post. Then there's the watch collection, genuinely one of the most impressive in sports. We're talking rare pieces from Patek Philippe, Rolex, Audemars Piguet, Jacob & Co., and Hublot. This isn't just wealth. This is a man who built a taste empire to match his trophy cabinet. Chapter 6. The business empire beyond football. Here's the part almost nobody talks about, because Messi isn't just an athlete anymore. He's an entrepreneur. He co-owns a chain of luxury hotels under the MIM Hotels brand, which in 2025 was absorbed into Meliá Hotels International's ultra-luxury collection, instantly upgrading the entire business. He's launched his own product line called Mas Plus by Messi, invested in restaurant holdings, and put money into sports tech ventures through Playtime. And then there's the deal nobody can quite confirm the full details of. Messi's reported option to acquire equity ownership in Inter Miami once he retires. If that happens, it wouldn't just make him a rich former player. It would make him an owner of a Major League Soccer franchise, turning a kid who needed charity to afford medicine into a stakeholder in American professional sports. Chapter 7, the final chapter. Why this World Cup changes everything. At 39 years old, Messi has already made history in this tournament, becoming the all-time leading goal scorer in World Cup history, currently leading the race for the Golden Boot, ahead of superstars half his age like Kylian Mbappe. But there's a growing belief inside football that this is it, his last World Cup, his last dance on this stage, which means everything you just watched, the mansions, the jets, the billion-dollar empire, all of it was built by a kid who almost never made it out of Rosario. And in a matter of weeks, we may be watching the final chapter of the greatest football story ever told. If this video gave you chills, hit that like button right now. If that's your kind of content, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. It genuinely helps this channel grow, so we can keep making content like this. Drop a comment below. Do you think this really is Messi's last World Coupec? I want to hear what you think. Thank you for watching till the end. That means everything to this channel. I'll see you in the next one.